The 2024 PGA season is officially rolling, and what better way to start things off than with the Hero World Challenge? This is where the world's top 20 players gather for a golf showdown that feels like an exclusive VIP party. And the pressure? Through the roof. Add in the Bahamas backdrop, and you've got the perfect mix of sun, competition, and a whole lot of drama. If you missed it, well, let me tell you, it was a wild ride. Now let's talk about Albany Golf Club. Imagine a postcard of paradise, clear skies, palm trees, the works. But don't let the scenery fool you, this course is a beast. The winds shift like they're playing their own game. And those greens? Let's just say they're not here to make friends. If you're not sharp, this course will chew you up and spit you out. Some of the best players in the world thought they had it all figured out. Well, spoiler alert, they didn't. And the format? No cuts. Just 20 of the world's best, battling it out for 4 straight rounds. It's a whole different level of pressure because there's no escaping the spotlight. You mess up? Everyone's gonna see it. No room to hide behind a big field. It's raw, it's intense, and it's exactly why this tournament keeps us on the edge of our seats. This year? Oh, it delivered. Big time. All right, let's talk about the Hero World Challenge and the big twist before it even started. Tiger Woods wasn't in the mix. Yep, the guy who's practically made this tournament iconic was sitting this one out, dealing with health issues. Honestly, though, his absence created some serious room for others to grab the spotlight. And it wasn't just Tiger. Brooks Koepka was out too, nursing some injuries, and Rory McIlroy, also sitting this one out, likely getting ready for the season ahead. It definitely shifted the vibe. But here's the thing, without those big names dominating, the field was wide open. Anyone could have stepped up and taken control, and that's exactly what made this year's Hero World Challenge feel fresh and unpredictable. And guess who wasted no time stepping into that blank space? Cameron Young. He didn't just play golf in round 1, he owned it. This wasn't your average round, this was a statement. Coming out with a scorching 8 under par 64, Young made sure nobody would forget his name anytime soon. 16 out of 18 greens in regulation? Yeah, he wasn't just playing the course, he was schooling it. Seriously, Cameron, are you trying to make the rest of us feel like amateurs? Let's talk about those moments that had everyone buzzing. On the par 3/8, Young hit a flawless 7-iron, landing it a few feet from the pin for an easy birdie. But this was just the warm-up. Fast forward to the back 9, and on the par 3 17th, where the wind was giving everyone trouble, Young simply shrugged it off. He stuck a perfect 7-iron shot, then drained the birdie like it was no big deal, like he wasn't even sweating it. And on the 18th, a little mess off the tee, but no panic. Young recovered with a wedge from 120 yards, spinning it back to just 5 feet. Another birdie to cap off his round. If this is how Cameron Young plays golf, I think I need a break just watching it. Justin Thomas wasn't just hanging around waiting for Cameron Young to shine. He came out with a 6 under 66, and it wasn't a fluke. He's not the flashiest guy on the course, but man, does he know how to make shots that matter. Take the par 5 6th. After a solid drive, he launches a 3-wood from 240 yards, setting up a birdie chance like it was no big deal. Sure, he didn't go for the eagle, but the guy's playing smart golf. And then, on the 15th, he sinks a 35-footer for birdie with such confidence that you start wondering if he's got a hole-in-one somewhere in his back pocket. This is Justin Thomas, quietly impressive, making birdies like he's been doing it for years. And honestly, that's how you stay at the top. Then there's Scottie Scheffler. Yep, still the guy you don't want to sleep on. Finishing at 5 under par 67, he wasn't looking for fireworks, but man, did he show what solid, consistent golf can do. Every tee shot was spot on, setting him up for birdie after birdie. And then came the par 5 9th. Scheffler steps up and hits a 5-iron, sticking it a few feet from the hole. Easy birdie, right? But the real highlight. On the 10th, he drains a footer like he's out for a casual stroll. Don't let that calm demeanor fool you. His putting has been on point, and if it stays like this, it's going to be tough to catch him. So keep an eye on Scheffler. He's quietly making his move. A little further back, Ludvig Åberg and Scythe Theegala also made their presence felt, keeping pace with the field and staying within striking distance. Åberg's round was full of consistency, while Thigala had a classic mix of highs and lows, keeping spectators on the edge of their seats. As for Sahith Thigala, his game had its moments of brilliance, keeping the crowd captivated as always. You know him, with a mix of strong play and unpredictable twists, he reminded us why he's always a fan favorite. So, Cameron Young's blazing start has everyone on alert, but don't think for a second that Justin Thomas and Scottie Scheffler are sitting back. They're right there, sizing up their chances, ready to pounce. And with Ludwig Åberg and Thigala not letting anyone breathe easy, this leaderboard feels like a powder keg about to blow. Round 1 wasn't just golf, it was a warning shot. The next few rounds? They're going to be Chaos Round 2. 2024 Hero World Challenge was nothing short of a roller coaster ride, especially for Cameron. Cameron Young, who had been on fire in Round 1, leading the pack after posting a solid 8 under 64 on Thursday, found himself stumbling down the leaderboard by the end of the day. But hold up, Round 2. It was a completely different story. Despite a fantastic shot on the par 3 8th, where he launched a crisp 7-iron that stuck just a few feet from the pin for a birdie, Young just couldn't keep the momentum going. He posted a 71 on day 2, dropping him to 10th place at -6 overall. 10th place? Yeah, you heard that right? Cameron found himself fighting to stay in contention, while the leaderboard shifted around him. It was like watching a rocket launch, only for it to suddenly stall halfway through. Golf, am I right? Meanwhile, Scottie Scheffler was doing what he does best, making it look easy. After a solid 67 in Round 1, Scheffler went out and wiped out the course with a 7 under 64, finishing the day with an impressive total of -13 for the tournament. It was a textbook performance. He made 4 birdies in a row to start his round, and by the time he hit the back 9, the guy was practically gliding. No stress, no drama, just pure Scheffler. When the course is at its toughest, Scheffler stays calm and cool, just sinking birdies like it's a walk in the park. And let's not forget that the 64 was not just any round. It was a new tournament record for the lowest 36-hole score at Albany Golf Club. Talk about setting the bar high. But Scottie wasn't the only one turning heads. Justin Thomas is playing the kind of golf that doesn't scream for attention, but demands respect. After a 66 in Round 1, he backed it up with a 67 in Round 2, sitting at 11 under. It's not flashy, but it's relentless. Take the par 5 6th, for example, a 3-wood from 240 yards, clean, confident, setting up yet another birdie. Then came the par 4 15th. Most players might have seen a 35-foot putt as wishful thinking. For Justin Thomas, it was a casual stroll to the cup. He's not chasing highlight reels. He's building a foundation. While Scottie Scheffler is grabbing headlines, Justin Thomas is quietly positioning himself for a weekend takeover. Nothing chaotic, nothing rushed, just steady pressure. That's how Thomas plays, and it's why he's always a threat. Let's take a moment to appreciate Akshay Bhatia, who's quietly making a name for himself in this star-studded field. With a 68 in Round 2, he climbed to 3rd place at -8 overall. On the par 4 5th, Akshay delivered a brilliant wedge shot from 100 yards that spun back to just a few feet, setting up a birdie. Then on the par 3 17th, under the pressure of swirling winds, he hit a fearless iron shot to 15 feet and converted the birdie putt. This isn't just a good couple of rounds for Akshay, it's a statement. The kid's got game, and the big boys better take notice. And there you have it. Round 2 is Scottie Scheffler at the top, but Justin Thomas and Akshay Bhatia aren't letting him run away with it. Cameron Young may have taken a tumble, but don't count him out just yet. He's a competitor, and we know he's not done. The leaderboard is stacked, the drama is building, and we're just getting started. So grab your popcorn, friends. Bekassu, this tournament is about to get spicy as we head into Round 3. So, if you thought Round 3 was going to be a snooze fest, think again. The stakes were high, the pressure was on, and everyone was looking to make their move. This wasn't just another day on the course, it was do-or-die time. Players like Justin Thomas and Scottie Scheffler were out there proving they're not just names on the leaderboard, but serious contenders. But hold up, there were some surprises that had everyone talking. Let's get into it. Round 3 of the 2024 Hero World Challenge was all about Justin Thomas making his move. After a solid 67 in round 2, he followed up with a sharp 66 in round 3, taking the lead at -17 overall. His game was precise, never flashy, but always effective. On the par 4 12th, Thomas hit a laser of a 6-iron to about 8 feet, setting up an easy birdie. But the real moment came on the par 4 15th, when he drained a 25-footer for birdie, like he was just going through the motions. It's that kind of calm under pressure that makes him so dangerous. When JT's locked in like this, it's hard to see anyone catching him. With a lead heading into the final round, Scottie's got his work cut out for him. This is shaping up to be a battle. Well, Scottie Scheffler didn't need a fireworks show to keep the pressure on. After a solid round 2, he came into round 3 with a quiet but confident 68, putting him one shot behind at -16. There was no jaw-dropping moment, just a masterclass in steady golf. On the par 5 9th, he struck a 5-iron that was so dialed in, it practically set itself up for a birdie. It wasn't flashy, but that's exactly why Scheffler's a threat. He makes it look effortless, grinding through every hole like it's just another day at the office. With the final round ahead, Scottie might be trailing, but don't sleep on him. He's the kind of player who thrives when the heat's on, and if anyone can flip the script, it's him. And Tom Kim? Let's give this guy his moment because, wow, he pulled off the ultimate sneak attack in round 3. This man was nowhere near the top 10. I mean, you had to scroll down the leaderboard to find him. But suddenly, out of nowhere, he's sitting pretty in the top 3. It's like he hit the turbo button on his game. Kim came out in round 3 like he was on a mission. The guy just decided enough messing around. He dropped a scorching 15 under par 62, climbing the leaderboard faster than your Wi-Fi connection on a good day. He wasn't just playing well, he was on fire. His round was full of key moments, including a fearless birdie on the par 3 17th, where he hit a beautiful iron shot to just a few feet. Kim has been getting better every round, and when he's in the zone, he can go toe-to-toe with anyone. Don't be surprised if Tom Kim makes a serious run at the top in round 4. He's got the game and the drive to do it. Akshay Bhatia is not backing down, sitting just 4 shots behind after posting a solid 68 in round 3. At -11, he's tied for 4th and has made it clear he's here to stay. His wedge play? On point. Every time he needed to make something happen, he did. Take the par 4 5th, for example. From 100 yards, he stuck a wedge to just a few feet, converting for birdie without a hitch. It's not about being at the top right now, it's about being in striking distance. With his steady play, don't be surprised if he makes a push in the final round. He's got the game to make some noise when it counts. Justin Thomas is now in the driver's seat heading into round 4, but with just one shot separating him from Scottie Scheffler, it's anyone's game. Tom Kim and Akshay Bhatia are still within striking distance, so don't count them out just yet. The leaderboard is stacked, and if these guys keep up their current form, it's going to be a thrilling final round. The drama is just heating up. Stay tuned for what's sure to be a wild finish. All right, friends, it's time to talk about the final round of the 2024 Hero World Challenge. We've seen 3 crazy rounds of golf, and now it's come down to this, the final push to see who walks away with the trophy and who falls short. With some big names at the top, everyone was hungry for the win. As the sun began to set on Albany Golf Club, the tension was high, and you could feel the pressure mounting. Who had the game to finish strong and who was going to crack under the spotlight? The final round of the 2024 Hero World Challenge? Absolute fire. Scottie Scheffler wasn't just playing to win. He was making a statement. He came out swinging with a scorching 9 under 63 to finish at 25 under par 263. That score tied the tournament record at Albany Golf Club. With that, he sealed the deal, racking up his 9th win of the year and 2nd win at Hero World Champion, which is honestly just insane. Scottie's game was like clockwork, and it's clear, he's here to stay at the top. But don't think it was a walk in the park for Scheffler. Tom Kim wasn't just there to fill a spot, he was on fire too. Tom shot a steady 4 under 68 in the final round to finish 2nd at 19 under par, 269. Kim wasn't going to let Scheffler get away that easy, proving he's got the chops to compete with the best. Honestly, if you blinked, you might have missed his steady rise up the leaderboard. The guy's a machine. As much as we were all hoping Justin Thomas would keep his lead, things didn't quite go to plan. Justin Thomas shot a 1 under 71 in the final round, dropping to third at 18 under par 270. That's still a solid finish, but after leading for so long, you can't help but wonder what could have been. Still, you've got to respect his game. When it's go time, Justin Thomas has got the tools. Just needed a little more magic in that final round. Now let's talk about Cameron Young. Everyone had sky-high expectations after his blazing start in round 1, a 64 to kick things off. People were thinking this is his time. But by the end of round 4, Young finished tied for 13th at 6 under par 282. Cameron Young had his moments, but unfortunately, those moments didn't carry him to the top. You can't win them all, but Young still got that fire. You can bet he'll be back stronger next time. And Akshay Bhatia. Yeah, he's the guy you didn't expect to be in the mix, but here he is. He finished tied for 4th at 8 under par 273 after shooting a solid 3 under 69 in the final round. Bhatia's rise through the ranks was impressive, showing us all that he's got the game to challenge the big names. If anything, his performance here is just a preview of what's to come. In the end, the 2024 Hero World Challenge wrapped up with a bang. Scottie Scheffler took home the trophy. But Tom Kim, Justin Thomas, and a surprising Akshay Bhatia gave us plenty to talk about. As we look ahead, one thing's for sure, these players are going to keep bringing the heat in 2025. This tournament showed us that while Scheffler might have taken the top spot, there are a lot of hungry players ready to take on the challenge next time. The drama's far from over, and the future of golf looks more exciting than ever.